Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the world on GeoGuessr, doing so bit by bit, region by region, county by county, territory by territory, state by state, whatever you call the first level of subdivisions of whatever country on Earth I am currently playing at. And, I do so with three aims in mind. A, hopefully to have a little bit of fun while doing this. B, to see places I've never been and probably will never go. And C, try to score 25,000 points on GeoGuessr in whichever region I am looking at any given time. If I succeed in doing so, well, that is that region done with for the series. It's done and will not feature again. And if I fail to play 25,000 points, it might feature again at a later date. And, today we're going into an interesting one. I think it will be dry and dusty. We're going into the Russian Republic of Kalmykia. Or rather, the Republic of Kalmykia in Russia. And as you can see, it's quite sparse. We are talking about 267,000-ish people living on 76,100 square kilometers. So they're pretty spread out. There's like 3.5 people per square kilometers. And we got some interesting little bits here that are kind of snipped off from the rest of the map. So that could get interesting if we wind up in those places or in some of these endless bits of steppe. The steppe, how I would say it in English. And the capital of this area is the city of Elitsa, which I believe sits down here. And Elitsa has about 100,000 people, 130,000-ish. And, this looks like one of those that could go on for quite some time. So I'm just crossing my fingers and hope that I'll be lucky with the selection of locations. And, there's only one way to know. We go like this. And we make sure that everything is here set. Okay. And I go challenge, create a challenge, and then I have to get the challenge link into a safekeeping place. There we go. Right, and then we start. Now, I just have to point out, I am not a hardcore GeoGuessr. Yes, I'm an enthusiast, but I'm not one of these who go into like super deep levels of metas and can say that because of this utility pole looking like it is, we are 25 kilometers outside Astrakhan or something. So no, that's not my cut. I play at an altogether different level. I can be quick at times to figure out where places are, but one thing is finding something that is approximate to the location you see. Another thing is actually to pin it, especially when the margin is 25 meters and not 100. So, in order to score 5,000 points. Okay, so we're in a village somewhere. And of course, being in a village is helpful, but, let's see. So we can go that way. So we got two options here. So let's see what's in this direction. Doesn't seem like this road has been more traveled. So, let's see. Is there? Okay, so it doesn't branch off in that direction. Let's see what could be on top of this hill here. Hopefully, maybe a highway or at least through road, or maybe even a railway station? That would be, or a railway at least. That would be nice. It's an interesting location. It's kind of a weird mix of rural and wannabe semi-urban. And it reminds me a lot of Mongolia, to be honest. Although the houses in Mongolia tend to be more wood and not this much brick. Well, yeah, I wonder what the climate is here in winter. Because if it is kind of bitterly cold, then you don't really want to make your houses out of brick. You do want to build them out of wood. So in summer, if it's warm, of course, you want to build your houses out of masonry. But not so much for the winter. Let's see. It's still an interesting location. I'm intrigued. So I'm kind of wondering if we are somewhere around Elista. Let's see. And there was an intersection here, wasn't there? Yeah. Okay, let's put up a checkpoint here, because this is the first kind of intersection we get to. Oh, right. Okay, that was a waste of space. Okay, back to the checkpoint. And let's see now. Yeah, so I think my best hope is to find something like this that kind of looks semi-official. That must be a remnant of. Well, definitely a remnant, because we got Lenin. Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov. But unfortunately, this is probably a town hall or something. But we can't get close enough to read the juicy bits. So what does it say here? This is a seems like an election poster. Sochranyaya, something something. Okreplyayam. Well, it doesn't say anything that helps me. I have a feeling that might have been in Kalmykian and not in Russian. Absolute flipping ages. Wait, here's a settlement. But is it... Oh, we got an intersection. Now that's nice. Okay. Right. And it says... Plodovitoye. Plodovitoye. Is that the place up north? Let's see, I have to... Yeah, Plodovitoye. But we haven't... Okay, so we are now in Semkin. So... But how does this work? Okay, so we're in Plodovitoye. Apparently. So... This one's going to be fun to figure out. So if we were in Plodovitoye... We must have been. There's not really no option. So how did I miss this one? Well, okay. Well, I've wasted about 10 minutes, I think, but okay. So we were in Plodovitoye, and we are looking westwards at an intersection. We are in a three-way intersection, northeast. Could we be in... No, I don't think we're in this one. Let's see now. So then there was this road that ended. So this is, if I go westwards from here, Go past some houses. Then we come into a three-way intersection, or a two-way intersection. Still not sure which one. But this is the end of the world as we know it. Looking eastwards. There are houses on either side of the street here. And the only this doesn't fit. There's sort of a triangular intersection here though. So let's see, how many houses are there on the downside of the road here? There's just a... Yes, that thing over there is this one. This is this one. And we have two buildings here. We got that one and that one. Yep, I got you now. So let's see. So we are here, most likely. Let's see, there should be a stretch of hardly any buildings now. Oh, well, I don't know how... No, that can't be right. Well, let's just see. The houses here, they could be... Okay, let's just assume that I'm still right. And that they might not have the buildings marked. Okay, so we can go this way to the southeast. That works. And there should be a number of houses coming up on our right hand side. That works. Yes. Yep, that's the correct location. That took a lot of faffery, but we are finally here. We should be around there. Well, a bullseye. You don't see too many of those, but that was worth it. Oh my... Why? Why is there why is there why is there a pedestrian crossing here? I mean, yeah, people have to cross somewhere, but okay. Anyways, so we are Hachunski, and we are 245 from Astrakhan towards the west. Sorry, east, and 64 from Elista. Okay, but the most important bit is Gashonski, which is somewhere on this road. Gashun, I think that must be it. Let's go with that theory for now. So let's see if we are not 100% about that. Well, we are on a slight bend. And this should be straight from here, except it isn't quite, but it isn't quite either. Okay, let's look at the angle here. Yeah, it does head off at an angle, but it heads off rather... Yeah. Gashonskaya. Gashon. I would assume this is it. Now the trouble is... The trouble is manifold here. Let's see. That turn over there starts here. As far as I'm able to see. And we're a little closer to that I think, than to the intersection. Let's count. The intersection is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I'll say 24 to the middle of the intersection. And then how far, well, we can see the intersection, but how far there? And that is going to be one of the most painstaking counts, because it's very hard to see where that bend starts, I think, when we moved like this. So I said 24, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, the bend has already started there. But let's just turn around here. 15, 14, 13. I think I'm going to say 12. And we'll just one more time to the intersection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, 23 and 12 is 35. That is then 18 and a half. Which gives us, well, it gives us roughly 10 there. And then we want to be, let's see, so midway between these points is 14 and some change. And midway between there again, like about here, should be 12. If that is anywhere near, I have no idea, because I could have found a wrong point to count from, but the only bend I can see here is around here. So let's try it. No, so close. Ah, man. Oh, well. Oh, gods. I mean, I'm using my script that's supposed to give me 70% populated locations and 30% random ones, and the randoms are hitting me hard here. Whew. Okay, we're going northeast. So chances are we're somewhere here. No, hang on, northeast. Oh, no. We could be on this bit, and we could be on this bit. Those are the most likely ones. So, but which is it? Is there a settlement over there? Let's see, and here we go in southwest. Just have a look around this bend first. How bendy is it? Well, cows, cattle. Okay, so here we go more or less straight south. That could put us outside Priwotnoye. We're not going quite south, we're not. So this is a candidate. And this is a candidate. Okay, any others? Let's see now. There's no candidates on this bit of road. Yeah, well, I think it's one or two. It's either this one or this one just outside Elitsa. Now, I don't see any Luke oil here, but we got some settlements off to the side here. Doesn't seem like we do that here. So how about down here? There are lakes and stuff here. And that doesn't really match either. Okay, and then there's this little bit to around what was the name again? Gorodivovsk. But I don't think there's any place around Gorodivovsk where the road behaves like that. So we're stuck either down here or possibly up here. Or is there anywhere else we could be with a road like that? Well, we do have, let's see. That's this road. Isn't it? No, not that one. This one. This could be an option. That kind of seems likely. Okay, let's continue for a bit to see if we, we're going to have to continue for a good while, but let's see if we can hit a river before we hit the next bend in whatever direction it goes. So if we are hitting a river, well, what do we have here? That could well be this road. How does it run? Seems to go in the wrong direction, actually. So let's have a look at one of the other candidates. That was this one. That would work better. Ish, if it wasn't for the fact that it goes like that. Okay, and then there was this one up here. That road doesn't do the right thing either, and it's next to a petrol station. And that leaves us with this option again. Let's have a look. There's quite likely a river down in the dip here. What was that? That was probably just a kilometer sign. 5 kilometers or what? It looks like there is a river running down here. Yes, there is. And how is it looping? That is another thing. But it seems to be looping the opposite of what it says on the map. But okay. There should be a cafe oasis up ahead, maybe. Let's see now. Does it turn? Yes, it does. And I think we have our location. Okay, coverage ends here for some reason. But Keviudi. There we go. Okay, so we're on this bend. Well, we struck out already, and we are quite close to the end of this bend. And I'm not going to count my way around it. I would say we're about here. Because the road is pretty straight at this moment. Let's see, let's get it bang on. Bang northeast. I am not going to spend time on this one. Trying to get it right, because it's nigh on impossible. So I'm just going to try with my eye and be 150 meters off. Yep. Dang. This one is doing me in. Okay, this... If this isn't Elista... Well, there can't be many others, I think. But dang, this region is remote. Yeah, definitely a city down there, so this must be Elista. So going southeast... Feeling like we could be up in this area. But let's see until we figure out. But yeah, this has not been a friendly map, all right. Well, we did get a bullseye, so it hasn't been all bad. Stop. Okay. And here we have a highway into town. Is that a railroad, maybe? Well, we could be... Let's see now. Avtogas. Well, we could be here. There's a big whopping building up here somewhere. There's a mini market and a Luke Oil. That could well be part of the mini market there. Hardware store, well, that's entirely possible. That road bends, it does. And we got a railroad crossing here. Let's just have a look into the intersection here. Well, it's not quite what we're looking at that, but Hamdan. Let's see, Hamdan. Cafe. Well, it is a cafe, so I'm gonna give that Taj Shinit Center. Come on, just give me the one confirmation, but I think he's a tip of maybe Vianor. There we go. Wow, even here Vianor is. Okay, so we should be over here then, right? Yeah. Let's see, are we just where this bend starts, or are we slightly off from it? Yeah, we're not quite where it starts. We should be about here, I think. I don't have any points of references except for that whopping great building over there, which must be... I think there must be these buildings over there. Yeah, that would rhyme. So that is possibly that. And if these are those, I'm looking at the latter half of things. I am not convinced about this one at all. I don't particularly like that idea. No, no. Could be these, and that could be that. I'm more inclined towards that, really, and that fits nicely with that position. Let's go. It's gonna be one of those, isn't it? Okay, final round, and okay, this shouldn't be any doubt where we are. So we got the laboratoria. Okay, Professora Saksikova. Okay. Got a magazine. We got a road that's running north in Elista. Fairly sure where Elista. And so if we go south, we are on a road that bends towards the southeast. Stavropol, yeah, and Gorod Shachmat. That's an interesting name. Chess City, yeah. Shachmat, that would be a chess. So that's interesting. What is Chess City? Ah, that I have to find out. So let's see, so we're moving southwest. And Chess City is off to the south or southeast. So it could, but I don't think we're here. Let's see, we are on a dual. Let's see, what's this then? We got Amelia, I think. Atelier. That's what it says. Atelier. Mebeli. Okay, so furniture. Atelier. We got Academia Sportivnoi Boribi. Something like that. Okay, so we've got a sports academy of some sort. And Inomarki. Okay, so we got the major crossroads here. Could we be... No, we're not here. Well, let's see. So we've gone southwest. So... Let's see. Chess City was down there. Yeah, not quite able to make heads or tails of this one yet. And let's see. Now we got a shopping center. And we got a big church. So look into the southeast, we got a big church. Would be nice if we had the name on the street. Well, we might actually catch it. Maybe here. No. So yeah, so we are either on the Lenina or the Khrushcheva. And the road to Chess City goes east-southeast. That brings me back here again. Well, where is the church? What was the name of this mall again? What does it say? Pia Cherochka, yes. This is that. Okay, then we got something. So we're somewhere up on the Purbievna, I believe. Let's see if I got that one right. Yeah, I think so. So if I go north on this street, I should be heading a roundabout, yes. And that should put us down here. Let's see, there's the streets are a little staggered. Yes, that one goes in there. And we got a magnet. Let's see. Do we have a magnet? Well, that's supposed to be this one. Cap 21. And then we got, yep, well, we got these buildings there. This is it. Right. So it started well and it ended well. But the stuff in the middle, that was just heinous. That first round, that was murder. Oi, what happened there? Oh, yeah. That's what it does at times. Why, oh, why? Why does it do this? Oh, well. Anyways, let's see. I'm just gonna get myself back to where I was. Let's see, like so, no, like so, and there. So annoying when it does that. But yeah, so have to be. I mean, this is almost on par on playing Mongolia. Almost, not quite, but almost on par. So I have to be happy with that, even though it is not 25k. So, is there any of these? I could have 25k that one, 5k that one. I could. This one, I mean, yeah, I would always be far off for that because there wasn't. Well, I guess you could possibly say that the bend thing starts there, but it's so slight you can barely make it out with your eyes. Fourth round. Yeah, that was also a tricky one. But I guess I could have done a better job there. This one, happy. This one, happy. These, yeah, thereabouts. So yeah, but it is what it is. And that is the Republic of Kalmykia. And, well, I'm glad that you're still with me here on a tiny dot in space. And I hope I'll see you around for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye bye.